Well, good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us once again for this second assembly after we celebrated World Book Day last week, of course. My name is Hugh Davis from e-sgol, and I'm once again joined by Mali Williams from the Books Council of Wales. Bore da, Mali, are you there?
Bore da Huw, bore da pawb.
Bore da, good morning. And this morning we're going to go through some of the wonderful photos that we've received from schools across the country following everyone getting dressed up for World Book Day last week. And Mali, I thought maybe we'd have a little game of find the character, something similar to Where's Wally after these schools responded to your challenge from last week. So I thought we'd go through all of the schools' pictures and ask you, can you spot the different characters? And then everyone can play along at home, or well, not at home, at school as well. So we'll move on to the first school. I think it was Ysgol Bont Newydd. Now then, Mali, can you spot Mario and Luigi somewhere in this photo? We can see that they were taking part in the quiz last week there on the left-hand side, but they also got dressed up, and Mario and Luigi are hiding somewhere in that picture.
Well, doesn't everybody look fantastic? But I think I can see two fantastic looking moustaches right in the middle, in the green t-shirt and the red t-shirt. Am
There
I
they are,
right?
yeah, absolutely correct. There they are, Mario and Luigi. That was an easy one to begin with, maybe. We'll get slightly harder as these go on, but thank you very much to Ysgol Bont Newydd. We'll move on to Ysgol Pant Pasta Nog, one that you're familiar with, Mali, of course. This is your stomping ground, isn't it?
This is my school and this is my class here now.
Now then, shall we have a look and see if we can find Greg Heffley from Diary of a Wimpy Kid? You can see
Well,
the
I know where these are, and there are two Greg Heffleys in this class, and in fact there were three because I also went dressed as Greg Heffley. I'm not in the picture, thankfully, but there's one in the white t-shirt with the face, and there's one in the red t-shirt next to him.
Yeah, the top left there, aren't they? I do like the drawing that one of them has made of the character that's on the front of the novel there. Very good. Yeah. We'll move on then to the next school. And this time we've got Ysgol South down near Wrexham. And I wonder who we're looking. Ah, now then, this is a bit of a strange one, actually. We're looking this time for a cat that's reading. We can see the
Oh,
learners there at the bottom reading in
yeah, I
their
can
school
see
uniforms, looking very
children
smart.
reading.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see in the top there's a cat reading a book. Very interesting picture.
Yeah, the top left there, I think it's a teacher using a filter, possibly, to make themselves look like a cat reading. I'd be interested to find out more from Ysgol South Down. But yeah, well done. You found the cat that was reading. We'll move on to, I think it's Ysgol Rhyw Bechan next in Mid Wales. That's right, yes. And this time we're looking for the most relaxed Oompa Loompa you ever saw.
Well, I can see somebody with green hair in the middle there, looking very relaxed and
Yeah,
chilled out.
the green hair gives it away slightly, doesn't it? But yes, as you said, he's got his hands behind his head there, looking rather relaxed and chilled out. So there he is, the Oompa Loompa at Ysgol Rhyw Bychan. And we've got a couple more, I think. The next one is at Ysgol Plas Crug in Aberystwyth. And we're looking this time for Spider-Man.
Wow, these are fantastic costumes, aren't they? Right, so I can spot Spider-Man in the second row just behind Stitch, I think.
That's it, yeah. Between Stitch and Lionel Messi, I think. There's Spider-Man. Hiding quite well, and obviously we can't see his face, can we? He's wearing the Spider-Man mask. And we've got one more school in Southeast Wales, St. Bride's Major this time. But this time, instead of asking you to find a character, I'm going to ask you if you can spot which football team is being supported by one of the learners on screen.
Right, well, I can see some red shirts. So it could be a Wales football team, it could be Liverpool, but I think I can see a Wrexham badge there. Am I right?
That's right. Yeah, we did hide the Wrexham writing from the logo, obviously, not to make it slightly more challenging. But yeah, this young man here is reading his book, but covering the shirt so you couldn't see, and it wasn't particularly obvious, was it, that he does support Wrexham? But that's right, Wrexham Football Club, and there we are. Thank you very much to all of the schools that sent us some great photos of them reading their own way after Mali set a challenge last week. But now I'm going to hand over back to you, Mali, to go through some fun facts about reading.
Thank you, Hugh. So what I thought we could do this morning was to think about why we should read. So some of you might be thinking, I find reading a bit difficult. It's hard work. But I found some reasons why we should all be persevering with reading and why reading is such a good thing for us. So we have some pictures here, Hugh. So I wonder whether you can guess what's going on in the pictures and why the pictures tell us how good reading is for us.
Right then, we'll give it a go.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so this is a girl and she's reading, obviously, and she's got some interesting photos around her. So it looks like it might be some kind of thought bubble. So I'm going to say that it maybe helps her to think.
Yes, you're on the right track, Hugh. So if you imagine the bubble around the girl is her imagination. So when we read books, it opens the doors of all sorts of things in our imaginations. So reading helps our imagination and helps our creativity. So that's the first one, Hugh. Diane. Ah, right. Can you guess what's going on in this picture?
Okay, so we've got a something that looks like a key. And keys are used to unlock. So is it possibly that reading unlocks new words, that we learn new words?
Well done, Hugh. Exactly right. So when we read, we learn new words. So we're always learning new words. We learn new words from parents, from teachers, from each other. But we learn an awful lot of new words from reading. So reading is really important for us to um, expand our vocabulary. So well done, yes. Let's have the next one.
Now then, okay, this looks like a brain, I think, and he's doing some kind of exercise. So I'm assuming that reading is like a form of exercise for the brain.
That's exactly right, too. So it's not candy floss, it is
Hmm.
actually a brain that's doing some exercise. So just as we need to keep exercising to keep our bodies healthy, we also need to do exercises to keep our brains healthy. So reading is a fantastic way of exercising our brains. So that's another reason why we should do it. And should we go to the next one?
That's a had. Oh,
Mm.
now then. So we've got a girl with a book, and she's got the banner for Wales behind her, and also the word English. So ooh, something to do with reading in more than one language, maybe being good for us.
That's exactly right, too. So when we live in Wales, we're very lucky to have two different languages, and being able to speak and to read in two different languages is even better exercise for our brains. So even if you can read a tiny bit, dipyn bach yn Gymraeg, that would be a fantastic thing, and it all helps. Well done, diolch.
There we are. Thank you. Right then. Oh, now then. Ah, this is some kind of barometer, but thankfully the arrow is pointing towards the green, not the red. And it says stress level. So I'm assuming that reading is good for keeping your stress levels down or something like that.
Well done, Hugh. That's exactly right. So people have found that reading is a relaxing activity, and it really helps with our stress levels. I sometimes find after a stressful day teaching children that I can come back and relax and read a good book, and I forget all my troubles, and I feel nice and calm and relaxed once more.
Lovely. What's next, I wonder?
Yeah, this is a
Ah,
difficult one, Hugh.
okay, right then. So we've got a couple of people there talking, but they seem to be on the same page. So is it something to do with that reading helps us communicate well?
Yeah, you're on the right track there, Hugh. So reading helps us understand other people better. So when we read about other people, and the other people might be different from us. They might live in a different place, a different time, a different country. So learning about how other people live is really good for our empathy. Now, empathy means that we can put ourselves in other people's shoes. So reading is really good at making us understand other people, which makes us a better person, of course. Well done, Hugh. Thank you.
Thank you. Great. Now then. Oh, okay. So this person, oh, he looks like he's in the zone.
He does, doesn't he?
And there's a couple of pictures here that suggest maybe that his phone has been switched off, and maybe messages have been switched off. So is it something to do with reading being good for concentration?
That's exactly right, too. So reading is really good to improve our focus and our concentration. So it's very, very easy to get distracted, especially when we have lots of messages and lots of things going on. But the more we read, the better we are at concentrating and focusing, which is also a great skill to have in life. So keep reading. And I think we've got one more, haven't we?
Yeah, it's appeared
Can you
there at the
spot
bottom
it?
on the left. I can see it. And it looks as though someone's walking
Hmm.
up some steps, trying to reach the top of, and maybe trying to get to a goal or something like that. Is it something to do with reaching goals?
Yeah, you're not far off here. Well done. So what it means is that when we read, children who read and adults who read tend to be more successful in life. So the more that you can read, you will be successful in school and be good with your schoolwork, but also be successful in your life beyond school as well. So reading is really, really good to make you a successful person when you're grown up. So all those eight things are all eight fantastic reasons why we should all keep going with our reading and read as much as we can.
Well, there we are. Well, thank you, Mally. That's a lot of information, but a lot of useful information that basically just tells us that reading is good for us, isn't it? And that's the really important thing to remember, I suppose, isn't it? But we are going to check now and see how well the audience has remembered those facts because we're going to play a Kahoot quiz that's purely made up of true or false questions. So the same registration process as usual. As you can see there at the top of the screen, we've got a QR code and a game pin. So if you go to the website kahoot.it and enter the game pin, which is 435863, you'll enter the quiz. And as I say, we've got eight statements today rather than questions. And we'll ask the audience to answer true or false for each one of them. And you know what? Today I'm going to play as well because I don't usually get to play the Kahoot quizzes just to see how quickly I can answer the questions as well. But we'll give everyone just a quick minute to take part. Oh, we've lost the quiz here for a second. I'm sure it'll be back now. My name is the Fast Frog. Who are you, Mally?
I'm a dazzled crane this morning, Hugh.
Oh, right. That's an interesting one. I'll keep an eye out for that. Was it the Dazzled Crane?
Dazzled crane, that's right,
Right.
yes.
Okay. And we'll
But
see which one of
I
us.
hope I'm not going to be as embarrassing as I was last week because I didn't get anywhere near the podium last week.
Right. Well, we'll give it just another 30 seconds, maybe, just to see if anyone else will be joining us this morning. But have you got any other plans now for the rest of the day, Mally? Are you expected to go back to school to do some teaching this afternoon?
That's right. I'll be going back to school. there is going to be a PE lesson this afternoon and a music lesson. So I think children like Thursday afternoons in my school.
I'm sure, yeah. I think I'd enjoy a Thursday afternoon in Ysgol Pant Pasta Nog as well. P and music sounds good to me.
Yes,
Now then,
exactly.
okay, right. We will get started. I think if you haven't had a chance yet, don't worry. The code will still be available at the bottom of the screen. So we'll see who can answer first. 10 seconds per statement, and off we go. 3, 2, 1. True or false? Reading is bad for your imagination. Is that true or false? Reading is bad for your imagination. And yet the correct answer is that it's good for your imagination, isn't it? So it's false. We'll move on to the next question. Question 2. Reading helps you learn new words. Is that true or false? Reading helps you learn new words. And well done, yeah, everyone. Well, 4 out of 5 getting that one correct as well. We'll move on to the third statement then. And this one asks, if reading is like exercise for your brain. Reading is like exercise for your brain. Is that true or false? And everyone answered correctly this time that it is true. Reading is like exercise for the brain, isn't it? It keeps it nimble, I suppose. The dazzled crane is there at the top, Mally. Well done. Bilingual reading gives you extra brain power. Is that true or false? Bilingual reading does give you extra brain power. That is true. Well done, everyone, for getting that correct. We'll move on to statement number 5 of 8. Reading gives you less focus? Not sure about that. Does reading give you less focus? No, of course not. That's false, isn't it? So we'll move on to statement number 6. Reading makes you less likely to succeed. Is that true or false? Reading makes you less likely to succeed. Yeah, that's false, isn't it? Okay, well done. Everyone getting all these answers correct at the moment. The dazzled crane still there at the top. I wonder if the power eagle can pass them before the end of the quiz. Reading helps you understand others. Is that true or false? I think Mali mentioned something about it increasing empathy in ourselves, and yet that's true, isn't it? Well done. We've only got one statement left then, I think. Reading can reduce stress. Is that true or false? The picture suggests that it might do with those candles and the person drinking a nice cup of tea there. And everyone answered correctly that it is true that reading can reduce stress. So shall we see what the podium was for the quiz? The blue dog came in 3rd place. The power eagle came 2nd, but at the top is our expert, I believe, the dazzled crane. Well done, Mali.
For the first time ever.
And the fast frog, that was me, and the nimble necks, I think it was, came in 5th. Da iawn I bawb. But yeah, there we are for the time. Thank you very much for everyone who joined us today. Just before we close, we do like to draw your attention to some other projects that we have going on at the moment. The Golden Time quiz starts with the first English medium quiz tomorrow afternoon with the National Library for Wales. And we've also got the election coming up with Senedd Cymru very soon. So please do keep an eye out on our social media and our website for information. But all that's left for me to do is say thank you very much for everyone for joining us, and especially to Mali Williams from the Books Council of Wales for her guidance during the 2 assemblies. Felly, diolch yn fawr iawn, Mali. Diolch pawb. Thank you very much for joining us, and goodbye for the time being.
Hwyl fawr.